Hello, everybody. It's the old bear from the old bear's den of Bigfoot. And tonight we're on here. We're going to talk about the camp out. We got a few things that we need to do. So um, we're going to bring on Dirt Road Bigfoot. He's throwing his first camp out. He's doing it all himself. And, well, let's just bring him on. Hey,
Hey,
Icebox.
hey, bud, roll tide.
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
How do you get them comments off of the thing?
I'd have to take them off, but I figured if we have the comments, we can, you know, do it
I
that
got,
way.
I got them over here. I got them over here. Yep, I do. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing better than you are.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to remind me.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
There's a story behind it. There's a story behind it.
yeah.
uh, I'm a little miffed right now. I got an old Bears T-shirt on. It's the same emblem that's up there in that left-hand top corner, and it won't even show. That damn thing hides it.
Well, I'm sorry.
uh, I'm gonna just go right off the bat. Go, hey, good evening to you, David, Mr. Athens, Curtis, Stephen Hicks. Good to see you, brother. I don't know, Mr. Johnny, but how you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. So that's all that I see that's typed in the chat right now. So we'll just continue on from there, bud, if you want to.
Yep. Um, well, let's get into what we're doing tonight. We're going to have a little talk about the camp out that's coming up on May 21st and through the 24th at where?
The Salt Fork Campground is the group campground.
Yes. And we have a little surprise for Friday night. We're not going to put it out yet, but for those that make it, we've got a little surprise for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's some people that know. There's some that know, but
Yeah.
there's probably some that don't. That might be there, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a blast. I have not heard this being done before, so uh,
Hmm.
we think it's a great idea. So we're going to give it a shot.
Yep. And I see one of my team members is on here, Kurt. I see him.
Yep, Curtis is in here. I'm gonna butcher that name. Sure as this world. Geralian Matta and Southern Grits. Southern Grits. That's all you need to tell me. Southern Grits. Hey, how y'all doing
Uh-huh.
tonight? Glad y'all could make it. Oh,
Are we
well,
going to
damn.
do what?
Are we going to put bacon in your eggs? You don't want bacon in my
Mm-mm.
eggs.
No, 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 no,
You-
no.
no, bacon is a side dish on my in my eggs. Yes, sir. I'm hoping that's
Mm,
Spencer. I hope it is. And if it is Spencer,
probably.
Piano Man says he sends you his regards. He misses you. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. Like I said, this is a Bigfoot show, but uh, hey, I'm glad to see you on here myself. Glad to see you again. Uh, I believe it is, Steve. I believe that's Spencer lurking back there. Grits on my eggs.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, while we're doing this show, is we're trying to promote it. And yes, it's going to be May 21st through the 24th. You can get there,
Hmm.
what, about 10, 11 o'clock on Thursday if you wish. And we have
Yeah.
to, yeah, we have to devacate the premises by 12, I believe. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, like he said, it's in my name. So if you need to know, it's Dirt Road Bigfoot. Uh, it's in my name and only. Let's put it that way. Bear has been gracious enough to showed me the ropes of renting a campground and stuff like that. So, and that's all this is for is just to learn how to do it, learn the process. No big deal, but until you experience it, you never know. So I appreciate that from Mo Bear. He's been helping me a whole lot, making sure I do everything the right way. So I appreciate that. But another thing we wanted to do is to mention some of the things that's happened at Salt Fork. I've been with you what
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6 times. I know at least five.
At least five, probably. Yeah, I'd say 5 times.
I think I come up there twice myself the first year. Then
Mm-hmm.
my wife wanted to be part of it, so we got a camper and we come up there I think 3 times last year.
Yep. We had a good time every time, though.
Oh, I've had a blast. I've had a blast.
Uh, the first time you come up, we got what the bionic swan. I guess we could call it that. Tree break, or what sounded like a tree being broken. Uh, we got some other sounds. All of us around a campfire. And then the next time we went out, did some bigfooting. We got some thermal images of something moving behind a tree, and it wasn't a deer. It looked like a human head that kept popping out at one spot. And then, there's other things that go on at Salt Fork. And our good friend, Kenny, had something there in the campground that one night on Friday
hmm
last April that, basically scared the bejeebers out of some people.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's what happened. We've had other stuff go on. Uh, you know, August of 2 years ago, uh, I seen one standing behind another camper's tent,
hmm
and it took off when I went towards it to make sure of what I was seeing. Yeah, I'm the crazy one, people. I'll go towards them. If it looks like a Bigfoot, I'm going towards it. Sorry.
Don't let him kid you. Don't let him kid you. He's curious. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. Y'all keep that in mind.
You didn't have to say that, but
uh, well, if I remember correctly, the first camp out that I come to you guys, I was one of those where I'm not gonna call it a tree break. I believe it stepped on a good sized twig, probably something like maybe inch and a half, 2 inches around. I mean, just by the sound of it, we don't know. But it was right behind my left shoulder, and another gentleman was there. It was directly behind him, but he was talking, so I don't know
mm-hmm,
if he heard it or not. And that was the evening of the quote the bionic goose, swan, whatever you want to call it. Uh,
mm-hmm,
that was interesting. I mean, we can't prove what it was, but it was interesting. I had a good time with it. The second, and y'all got to remember, I only stayed one night. I think it was a Saturday night, and I left out the
yeah,
early Sunday morning. But not before going out on top of the hill up there at Salt Fork. And I did happen to see a tree that was pushed over. Um, and the way it was pushed over was very interesting. It was
yeah,
a fresh break. I don't know if it was done when we was there or if it was something previous. It didn't look like something that a thunderstorm. We all hadn't had no high winds or nothing that I know
mm-mm,
of. So that's the only thing, I assumed that it could have been something else pushed it over. And the way it was broke over, it was snapped over about, I want to say 7 feet tall, but without going over to the tree itself, I can't tell you exactly how far up it was. And when it snapped over, it was still had the bark instead of just folding over the bark. the bark kind of folded out, if that makes sense. So as it,
Mhm.
this was the bark had done like that. Still, we don't know, and we couldn't find it again the next time I come up there. So it's probably got old. But the next time I come up, that second time, same thing. Got there on Saturday, left on Sunday. Um,
Mhm.
I think we will see that one was really interesting because when I got there, uh, I was met by another camper wanted me to come up and smell behind his tent, and
Mhm.
which I did, and it was a pungent odor, all right. It was pretty strong still. They said that happened the night before I got there, and
Mhm.
you just get in that 3 or 4 foot area, you could smell it. I mean, you can't smell it walking up, you can't smell it when you leave. But you stand right there in that little area, phew, it was pungent. And of
Yeah.
course, being kind of an herbalist guy, I'm wondering if it's what they call skunk cabbage. And y'all told me that there is no skunk cabbage up there. Of course, the plant that I'm looking at didn't look like what I would call skunk cabbage. Uh,
Mhm.
so it only led me to know that something was sitting there, and that's what they thought too, that something was sitting there at their tent that night, and it wasn't too far away from their tent at all. I mean, it was within 8 to 10 feet sitting there.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else happened that night. Did we not go out? I believe we did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and I believe
We
we.
went out that night. That's when we got the there was two or three people that had thermals and picked up on something sitting beside a tree that was hot. The tree was a certain temperature, but this was hotter than the tree. And it kept kind of moving around like it was rocking back and forth, like it may have been afraid of us being there. Now, we can't say definitely what it was because it was too far to get a, you know, facial definition or anything like that, but whatever it was sitting there rocking back and forth out and behind a tree.
That's Spencer. That's only Spencer would say something like that. Now you see where I get it from.
Hmm.
Barry, you've had some other people come in. Miss Nancy, Static Stones, how you doing? Liz 111, and of course my dear old little sister. She's in there now.
Yep.
Oh, but if I remember correctly, that night you made a call and it was kind of aggravating. We did have a little bit of disturbance, and folks, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're
Mhm.
out there Bigfoot and someone makes a yell, don't put one right behind it, and you never know what that does. If that call is successful and you play something else right behind it, you can mess the whole thing up. You know, people are
Right.
coming there to either get some kind of response or maybe a sighting. You could have just ruined the whole evening, and that did happen to us. Um, I thought it was funny. I was out there night vision, and y'all said something about y'all got one back there behind a tree, or at least you think you did, and wanted me to come look at it. Well, dummy me, I've been doing the night vision thing, holding it up like this right here with both eyes open. So if you think a blind man can walk in the dark, he probably could do it better than I could have. I was stumbling over like a drunk man.
Yep.
And when I did get up there, and I did get to see through the night vision, or not the night vision, but the thermal, I did see something that looked arrow shaped, possible. And when I say possible, it could have been rocks that were still hot from the day, but it looked like it was an outline of toes. But nothing that we could just hang our hat on. But it
Hmm.
was interesting.
Yep.
It was interesting. Oh, yeah. So
So go ahead, Icebox. You're doing
I'm gonna
fine.
I'm gonna say this after that pungent smell that we uh, smelt that day. We've been back a couple of times and we've caught whiffs of that same smell.
Hmm.
even during the day, toward the evening. Go ahead.
I was going to bring up the camper push. Why don't you describe what happened there?
I was going to get to it, but I was just going kind of in order of how things went every time we went. Uh,
Uh huh.
so let's see. That one was, let's see, we come back in April. Uh, I got a camper just for that reason, so my wife could come.
Hmm.
And oh, that was what we called a rainy, cold camp out.
Yeah. Whew.
Mm, mm,
I still
yeah.
get shivers.
And I believe, I think that's the, I think that was the one that I'm trying to think if I'm thinking right. That me, you, and the wives went off and to a certain area and done some calls in the night
That
trying
was
to get started.
August.
Was that August?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When your camper got pushed was in August.
Yep, it was. It was. Um, I can't remember what all happened that night. We went to Hosak's Cave, the Stone House,
Hmm.
a few other places that night, which I thought was very interesting. And uh, this was right before we had got there in April, if I remember right. As an individual had got a recording of a yell there, so that was
Yep.
promising. And I don't think a whole lot happened in April. I mean, some
No,
things
not a
did,
lot.
but
Well, that was when Mr. Kenny had that thing
yeah,
happen to him and the other
yeah,
campers that were there on Friday, or was that Friday night? Yeah, Friday night.
I believe it was. Yeah, that's the one that come in
Because
on him,
yeah,
but he didn't know exactly what it was. He took your advice. He said something comes in because he thought he was the only one there. He wasn't
hmm,
aware that there was somebody else in a tent not too far away from him.
yep,
Uh, let's say, but one thing you can make your wish come true. Just load up and come on. You're more than welcome to come.
yep,
Uh, but anyways, yeah, he jumped in his truck. And I think he cranked it up, cut the lights on, make sure nothing coming to get him.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh, Miss Linda Lou, how are you doing? But anyways, but yeah, the one in August, I believe, is the one
Hmm.
where me and the wife was kind of camped next to the row of trees there, and there was another couple that was in a van that was up there in a place where Curtis likes
Yeah.
to go. Yeah, kind of in
Yep.
the northwest side of the corner. And I think is that the night we grilled out the pork chops and everything? I believe it was.
No, that was Saturday night. Friday night. What do we have on Friday?
I can't remember. Can't remember what we had Saturday night. Might have been burgers.
Saturday, Saturday night was the pork chops, barbecue ribs, and Friday night I think was burgers. I believe.
I think so. Because I brought, well, I think like 10 pounds, or was that for April?
No, that was for October. That's when we made chili. Was in October, or when
Yeah.
you made chili,
Yeah, I made
and it
chili in
was good.
October on Saturday. Yep. But anyways, that night, we went to bed, and I had talked to a buddy of mine, and he talks some crazy stuff, but he makes sense sometimes. But anyways, we were laying in bed. The dogs was right there in the middle by the window. We got two little ankle biters that go with us, and that one he'll bark at anything quick like. And I felt like the camper being pushed in from the side wall, not in the corners, but pretty much not in the middle, but kind of like where the window is at toward the front, about middle ways of it.
Mm,
You could feel it just ever so gently move push in, and you could feel it when it relieved. And I rose up and I see my dogs looking at the window. My wife is now up like this, looking at the dogs, looking at the window. And I'm like, as long as that's all it does, I don't care. I'm going to sleep. So I rolled back over, and sure enough, it pushed in again and then let it back out. And of course, the wife, she didn't know what to think about that. And that's all it done. Didn't rock it as far as shaking it or anything like that. It's just enough that you could feel it. That's all it was. It didn't even put a dent in the side of the thing. So,
No.
but it was interesting. It was interesting, and she told the story the next day to a certain lady, and we don't know if she was believing us or if she's ever heard of that before. We don't know, but the people in the van, they pretty much stayed to themselves, but they decided to come down and eat dinner with us, which I thought they was great people, and
Yep.
they told the same story. They moved from that northwest side over to the northeast
Yeah.
side because their van got pushed in the same way. The same
Yeah, it
way.
got rocked. Yep.
hmm Yep. And throughout, I would say that evening, you could smell something was around. You could smell it because I smelled that same pungent smell. You could just catch a whiff of it for about a minute, minute and a half, and then it was gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the morning right after that would have been, let's see, that was when your camper got pushed. That was Friday night.
hmm
And Saturday morning, I woke up and there was one of the other people that were there camping with us. And I got up and went outside and we were sitting there. And that young man was, he's fairly knowledgeable about Bigfoot. Um, and he looked at me and I looked at him and I smelt something. And this was after probably, I don't know, what time did the camper get pushed? Do you ever figure that out or?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I had just went to sleep or it wasn't long after I went to sleep. I'll say that
Right.
because I was uh, in that mode. I was about out if I wasn't already. Uh,
Yeah.
only thing I knew is I woke up, it was being pushed, and I'm looking. I just kind of rolled over and seen them staring out the window, and her on laid up on her elbows, looking out toward that way. So I can tell you,
Um,
I couldn't tell you what time.
yeah. So about, I'd say it was around 4:30 in the morning when I got up. We hadn't went to bed. What about 10:30, 11 o'clock? I think it
hmm
was. And I just woke up. Just something told me to get up and went outside and was sitting outside talking to the other Bigfooter that was there and having a good conversation. And we both he kind of looked at me and I kind of took a deep breath in and that smell hit my nose and I knew it instantly. I've smelt it before. And I'm like,
hmm
we looked at each other and he just kind of smiled at me and I smiled at him. And he said, you smell it too? And I'm like, yeah. And it was blowing from the back side of where your camper was sitting towards us. And that was where the prevailing wind was coming.
hmm
Uh, and west to east, and there wasn't a high wind, so it couldn't have been from very far. So it had to have been somewhere behind your camper. There was probably maybe 50, 60 yards of woods, and then it breaks down over hill real steep.
hmm
And we had that smell hit us pretty much right across the front of our face. And so there's things that happen there at the campground every time we've been, just about, and it's kind of fun. And the thing of it is, you know, bringing that up and telling about our experiences. There's other groups that have campouts there, and they have things happen, and they find stuff at Salt Fort.
hmm Before you get into that, I wanted to emphasize the best thing uh, about camping like this is you get to get there, relax, enjoy some
Mhm.
good company. I've enjoyed meeting people there, talking to them, just kicking back, drinking a Coca-Cola, enjoying the day, um, and having a good food. We've all
Mhm.
ate pretty well when we were there. And where else are you going to go with the anticipation that you may either hear a yell, or something happen like pushing the camper? Um, the rocks might be thrown at you. Hopefully, don't hit you, but that could happen. Um, it's just the anticipation throughout the night is just kind of makes it worth it while to me. I hate going camping or doing anything walking in the woods without a purpose. Whether I'm filming for something or I'm looking for certain plants or something like that. Like I said, I am kind of a herbalist. So I enjoy myself when I'm in the woods, but Bigfoot is just another icing on top of the cake when I go camping out in the woods.
Right.
And I want people to
Yeah.
realize that, regardless if anything happens or not, you're going to have a good time, good food, good company, and with the anticipation of, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. Oh,
S-
yeah. We're going, Liz, we're going in May 21st of this year. And that's what this show is all about. And then, by the way, good evening to you, Steve. You don't think I didn't see you in there, buddy. Anyway, so we was talking about there's other groups.
Mhm. Um, there's a group that goes every month. Um, they have some very experienced Bigfooters that go, and they have stuff happen to them right there at the campground, just like it does to us. And we were there a few years ago with them, and that's when my wife got to see the little ones. And we saw a female in the campground, and we ended up having a big male come in the next night and stomping his feet and growled at us once or twice. And it was kind of fun to watch
Hmm.
everybody get up and move to my right and left me sitting out here hanging out by myself.
Uh-huh.
But it was fun. I mean, I had a good time. We've always had a good time. Other than sometimes the mosquitoes get a little rough on you, or it's just, typical summer Ohio heat that gets to you. But, we still have a good time. We've always ate well. We've always had good friends, great conversations. Uh, and here's the thing about the conversations. This other group that I'm talking about, uh, and I'm gonna say their name. Their synonym is Sosby, and they were gracious enough to allow us to come. And for a couple of years, we went every month, and we had a wonderful time with them. And we appreciate that group 1,000%. Me and the wife. Um, and I would like to invite them. The members of Sosby, if you want to come when we have our camp out, you're more than welcome to come. In fact, it's open to everybody, right? Icebox. I
It
mean, there
is.
ain't
There, there,
the only.
there's, there's some people that know, hey, yeah, and I'm just gonna put it out there. If you're not gonna have drama and all that kind of stuff and be part of the group, that is fine. Okay. But if you're coming to cause some kind of drama or something or hoax or anything like that,
Mhm.
we don't want you there. We're not about hoaxing. It is
Right,
what it is. Like I said, we are not guarantee you have any kind of experience.
right,
But we're just telling you what has happened since I've been there. Okay. Uh, so yeah, we're not going to put up with that. If you're hoaxing anything, we're going to ask you to leave. We're not about that. We're
right,
not here trying to fool somebody. We're not trying to get a rise out of anything. So just keep aware of that. But yeah, outside of that, it's wide open. Come have some good time with us. Uh, and yeah, Spencer. the Bigfoot smell is different. All right, because I know,
Yeah.
I know. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
But I wanted to show you some of the stuff that they've caught. The Sosby group has caught. Mr. Waller, Mr. Doug Waller, has graciously given us the right to show some pictures from their group, from their Facebook page, and I've turned it into a little video with some music. So sit back and watch this one. Here we go, guys.
Mm.
I hope it wasn't too loud for anybody, but it kind of grew on me. Um,
He was in here
so
doing this earlier.
I want to make sure everybody's awake. That's what I was trying to do. I
Yeah.
don't want nobody to fall asleep.
Those pictures, though, my wife really loved those structures. She wants to see those. She wants to see those.
Well, we'll have to get somebody from Sosby to show up and show
Yeah,
us where they are.
yeah, sure enough. Because it could be anywhere. That's a lot of land up there. But yeah, the footprint. Now, I did see on their Facebook page too. They had a trackway and footprints in what looked like to be sand to me, and you could tell what they
Mm-hmm.
were. There wasn't no need to guess about it. I thought that was
Right.
really interesting too. And we wanted to promote Sosby. They were gracious enough to allow us to use some information, and they're very recognized by Salt Fork themselves up there. So we do appreciate you, Doug, for allowing us to do so.
Yep. So, Icebox, won't you tell them a little bit about what we're doing different this camp out concerning food and stuff? I want you
Okay.
to describe that a little bit.
Okay. Why was a tree bent like that? That was something similar to the one that I saw, only mine was bigger. It basically just pushed over. That's all it is. What I saw probably was 3 times as thick as that. I might say mine looked like it was probably 12 to 14 inches thick in diameter. That's what it looked like from where I was at. But anyways, yeah, we're doing something a little different. Usually, Bear is good enough to bring the eggs, bacon, and sausage, and he'll cook the bacon and sausage, and I usually cook the eggs. I've tried to give away
Mm-hmm.
that designation to other folks, and nobody wants it. And I'm like, come on, man, you know, my eggs ain't that good.
Well, yeah, don't let him lie to you, people. He's his eggs. When he cooks eggs, what do you cook? 2 to 3 dozen at a time.
2 dozen, yeah, yeah, pretty good.
There ain't no eggs left. Don't let him lie to you. Uh-uh. You're good. Just you're a designated egg cooker.
I'm gonna try something different this year. If I have to cook, I'm gonna try something different. I hope it works. I'm hoping to try it at home before we go up there, but if it don't work, there's still plenty of eggs there. I can always redo it. It's not gonna hurt anything. So, but
Mm-hmm.
I hope y'all like cheese eggs because apparently everybody else does. So that's the
Yeah.
kind of way. And no, I'm not making them special eggs, Bear. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, no. I might make you some in July, but not for the masses. That takes a long time to make everything
I
like
know.
that.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Uh, anyways, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Steve. Uh, you never know. You might have a Bigfoot, and there's some other things too. Those stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yes, you can sleep in your car because I did the first 2 times. I slept in my Jeep. But anyway, so now we're not going to do much for lunch because usually um, breakfast will stay with you for a while, and we try to get
Mm-hmm.
on to dinner somewhat early. One year we didn't get it timed just right, and I think that's when we done the barbecue ribs and the pork chops and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
should not have went, where y'all went, and that kind of set me back in the cooking time. And we ended up finishing up at night. But anyways, this year we're going to do things different. Uh, Me and Bear have, especially Bear, has put out a lot of money to feed people at night for dinner for Friday and Saturday nights. And a lot of times we're having to take food home or give it away, whatever, and that's just unnecessary. Uh, so what we decided to do this year is people at the campground. We're not going to ask you if you want to eat with us as a group. We'll ask you to just put a little bit in the kitty. We'll discuss and let the group decide what they want to eat. If they want to eat hamburgers and hot dogs, we'll take a little collection and we'll send somebody to go get hamburgers and hot dogs. If they want steaks or something else, we'll tally up the money, go get it, and we'll make it. We don't mind cooking for everybody at all. Bear's got a gas burning cooker, I should say. I've got a huge grill, and we got
Mm-hmm.
that just in case we do hamburgers and such. So we'll have the grounds covered for whatever, pretty much what we want to cook. But it's going to be a group decision of what everybody wants, and we'll go from there. That way, we don't overspend. Uh, I'm just going to put it to like this: Barry spent way too much money. It hadn't been that bad on me. Uh, the chili, that was a lot. So a lot of it went home with certain folks and stuff. So, which I didn't mind that at all. I'm just glad people enjoyed it, and it seemed like nobody got sick from it. So, hey, that was good. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So you will be getting breakfast on Friday and Saturday. We don't usually cook on Sunday because everybody sleeps in late. They realize it's the last day, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, Curtis says he'll take some lobster tail.
Uh-huh. You bring it, we'll cook it, Kurt.
You bring the hot water, bud. Now, Curtis is very, very good about bringing firewood. I mean, he'll bring
Oh
a
yeah.
trailer load. If you ain't got firewood, you need to see Curtis. Man, he's really good about that stuff. But anyways, here's what's going to happen on Thursdays, guys. We'll get there on Thursday. Uh, Usually it's middle of the week, so not a whole lot of people show up, but there will be some there. Uh, we might stick snack around for lunch, but we go out to eat on Thursday nights.
Yes, we do.
There's a restaurant right up the road. There's what else? There's the town. What is the name of that town? Is it Zanesville or what is it?
No, it's called Cambridge.
Cambridge. That's right,
Yeah.
Cambridge. They got Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, whatever you want. It's a little bit further drive, but I got steak places, whatever. So we go out to eat because you're already tired. You got there and all that kind of stuff. Set up camp. So, but like I said, Friday night or Friday morning is breakfast on us. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Friday night is a dinner for the group, whatever they decide they want and what they put in for. How many wants to eat with us? We're not going to twist nobody's arm. Uh, let's see, Saturday morning, same routine. If you want breakfast, we'll have it ready. And same thing for Saturday night. It'll be a group thing, group decisions, whatever they want, instead of us trying to come up with a menu for dinners. That way, we hope to satisfy everybody.
Right. Yeah, we're. I'm not going to say a dollar amount, but like Icebox said, I have put out quite a large sum of money over the past 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife is uh, soon retiring, and we're saving up for our retirement right now. And I'm just going to say this: um, if you see the old bear roll into your town, don't be surprised when I retire.
Mm-hmm.
So, we decided, Icebox and I both decided that the best way to do this was to just make it a group decision, and we'll run out. Probably Icebox will be the one running to the store because he's got a new truck,
Yours is
and
newer. Yep. Hey,
but
Bill.
anyways, we hope that everybody comes, and we're not talking you have to pay $30 to eat. We're not
Mm-hmm.
doing that. We're talking, you know, $4 or $5. We're
Mm-hmm.
not talking something expensive. Now, if you want steaks, it'll probably take a little more. Everybody kicking in a little bit more, but
Yep.
bring cash with you. That way, it's easier to go about it. If you bring a card, I don't have a thing to swipe your card with. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I will say this: it's $5 a person per night that you come and stay with us. And according to Salt Fork itself, if you're there and you come at 8 o'clock in the morning, you don't leave till 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. After we eat dinner, or you go out Bigfooting with us, the grant the campground expects you to pay $5.
Yeah.
That is not us. That is not the way we've run it before. But we were informed when we booked the campground that they expect us to charge $5 if you're there all day.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
just not us.
We thought we thought it might have been you had to stay overnight. No, it's I guess they kind of go by how many hours you've been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill, Salt Fork again. We love it up there. Where else you gonna camp for $5 a night?
Uh,
Nowhere. Nope, nowhere. I'm glad you brought that up. Uh, I don't know of anything else. Oh, I'm gonna put it to you this way, guys and girls or whatever. If you do come and you got thermals and night visions, let us know. Let us know.
yeah.
We got something scheming up and cooking up that we could use the help. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
Let's put it that way. So right now we really can't say what it is. Okay, there's too much time between now and then, but I'm gonna tell you this much: we got some good people coming in from Pennsylvania. We got some
Hmm.
good people coming in from Alabama. If y'all have not ever heard of Flat Rock, Flat Rock's a good buddy of mine. Love him to death.
Yep.
But he is the one that has the recordings of Bigfoot around his property. And
Hmm.
he's even got a video that people, I think it deserves more attention, but that's okay. He's not about that. He just loves to record these creatures and put them out there. He's not trying to prove nothing. He says he's not a researcher. He's tried video, but he just loves to do audio. He's a great
Yeah.
guy. If you want to meet him, he will be there. Uh, the greatest. I'm not going to say the greatest thing. Flat Rock himself is just a great guy. Okay, but he's going to try to bring his dog Boo. The only thing this dog barks at is Bigfoot. He won't bark
Hmm.
at cats, dogs, other animals. But if a Bigfoot is around, he barks. He goes after it. I mean, he ain't gonna chase it, but he let you know when it's
No.
around.
Yeah. So we'll at least have an early warning system when they if they come in.
Yep.
Um, so I hope that everybody that comes is willing to uh, join. You know, do the group thing we're going to do on Friday night, Saturday night. If we don't get anything Friday night, or even if we do, and everybody wants to go to a different place in the park to sit and listen, or actively scan for Bigfoot with their thermals or night vision, hey, we'll do that too. I mean, you know, I plan on, I'll say this: Friday night, if I blow my vocal cords out, I'm fine with it. It's
Good,
just,
good. That's the call I want.
um, the only thing I can say is, Kurt, bring earplugs. You might need them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna give everything that I could think of a shot all in one night.
Hmm.
If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It won't be from the lack of effort. Let's put it that way. Saturday night, if they want to try it again, we'll try it again. We may
Yeah.
swap some things around, but we'll try it again. Uh, so if everybody wants to go to a different locations like we have done before, we'll split them up into two groups or three groups, however many we got, and go to different locations and try to do some stuff.
Yep.
You know, uh, but I do expect Bear to lose his voice Friday night. I do expect it. So, and no holding back. Let's put it that way.
Nope.
But you have to be there, and then you'll understand because we will have a group meeting on Friday. We're going to have to do some things to prepare the groups that are going to be doing this. So
Hmm.
we will have a group meeting on it. Now, if you want to be part of it, I really suggest you get there Friday afternoon, kind of earlyish, so you'll be up to speed about what we're going to do. I wish I could come out and tell you what we're going to do, but
Yeah.
this is kind of a secret mission thing.
Yeah, we're keeping this in close to the vest.
Hmm.
We're not exposing this one until we just do it on Friday night.
Oh yeah, there's caves. That's why they call Hosak's Cave, Bill.
Yep.
Yep, that is a major sighting place
Area.
from what I
Yeah.
understand. Yep, that and Bigfoot Ridge and the campground. To be honest with you, campgrounds have some
Yeah.
strange things going on.
Yep.
But anyway, oh, there's Miss Joanne. Glad to see you, hon. Huh. Slab for it, salt for it. Man, what's wrong with you? Are you saying something I can't speak right? I'm from the South. But it's going to be a great time. Anybody that wants to come there, like the mayor said, it is open. If you want to, I mean, it's nice to know that you're coming. So if you want to, you can email O'Bear at Obed's Den of Bigfoot. I'll let him give his email out. And if you wish, you can email me also at dirtroadbigfoot@gmail.com. Just let us know you're coming. So, and what day that you're coming. So we can look forward to you and, make sure you get there safely. If you need directions, not a problem. We can get you there. You think we should tell them how to get there, Bear, right here to kind of give them a good idea?
Yeah. Um, I guess I can do that. Um, if you're coming from the north, you'll be headed south on I-77. You will get off at exit 47, which is US 22. You will hang a left. You'll go approximately 4 to 5 miles, and you will see the main entrance on your left
Mm-hmm. Big
to
old,
Salt.
big old spot. Big old spot. You can't
Yeah,
miss it.
yeah, you can't miss it. It's got a big sign out front, says Salt Fork Campground State Park.
Mm-hmm.
Do not turn there.
Mm-hmm.
Go exactly 1 mile past the main entrance. And once you go past the main entrance, there'll be a little road. You'll come up over a little rise, and then when you go down the other side, when you get to the bottom, you have to turn left. It is called Parker Road.
Mm-hmm.
When you make that left, it's a little tight curve. If you're pulling a camper, you might want to go up and swing back into it just enough to make sure you get your camper in, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you go up through there about 250 to 300 yards. There'll be a gravel road that goes up the hill, and you'll see a steel triangular gate. And if somebody forgets the sign this year,
Not me. That was my wife, guys. I'm blaming her. Yes, sir.
No, no.
I
That
remember
was
when I
not
played
your.
there.
Yeah, 2.5 hours into your ride.
Yep.
If he doesn't forget the sign, you will see the big sign that we've had made up, and we'll get it put up as soon as the sign gets there. Icebox.
It will be.
We'll put it up. Me and him will put it up. Turn right there on that road. Come up in the campground. Pick you out a spot, and let's go to camping. Let's have a ball.
I will give you a heads up. Like he told you, once you get on 22 and you go past the big sign that says Salt Fork State Park, it's a big place. I mean, you cannot miss this intersection. But you'll be going across the water and you'll go up a hill. Now, when you get to the top of that hill and you start coming down, go ahead and turn your left turn signal on. Because this road is it's not hidden, but it comes on you quick. Okay, so it's right there at the bottom. So go ahead, once you get to the top of that hill and you start coming down, cut your left turn signal on. They do use that road, guys. This is not some little country dirt road thing, so be safe. But you make that turn, you'll be in between two kind of swamp areas, be flat, and you'll start going up that hill. When you start going up that hill, just keep an eye out to the left, like he says. You'll see some gated fence or gated things, and we will have our sign there. You won't be able to miss it. If you go over the top of the hill, you went past us. Okay. But you turn left into the gravel, come on in and make yourself at home.
And I will be there early on Thursday. Icebox will be there shortly after we get there, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost a 4.5 hour drive with we're pulling the camper. But I got a bigger truck, so maybe we'll get there faster now. So we're hoping to leave here by 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we hope to be there around 11:30 at the latest. So me and the wife and the dogs, we have to let the dogs out once, maybe twice. So we'll see what happens. Bill, this is happening May the 21st through the 24th. You're welcome to come. Sure. But anyways, love to meet you, Bill. Really would. Anyways, go ahead, Bear.
So have we beat him with the campground stuff yet?
Yep, I think so.
Okay. There's a second part to tonight's show that I wanted to do for everybody. Got in an account that I wanted to put out for y'all. It's not like the last two that's been on my channel, thankfully. And so I wanted to do it here with the guest and get his reaction to it and give you all the information before we got off the show tonight. If that's okay with you, Icebox, you don't mind being the guinea pig.
Do I have to be on camera?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, this encounter comes out of the wonderful state of Minnesota. Evidently, a young man and some friends decided to go rent a cabin and go snowmobiling in Minnesota this past winter. Now, I do not know why they wanted to go in the dead of winter. I get it. Snowmobiling, you need snow. But to me, it's cold, it's wet, and it ain't no fun. I get too cold anymore. The older I get, the less cold I can stand. Anyway, they went snowmobiling and they went riding on some designated snowmobile trails up in Minnesota. They had rented a cabin, and there's a few guys there. They were probably drinking some alcoholic beverages and doing things that they probably shouldn't have. Uh, Namely, going out in the woods and leaving the scent of alcohol and I'll just say it simply, urine.
Mm-hmm.
And I, I don't know what I can tell people, but if you go out in an area where it's very sparsely populated, now I'm talking people that, you might have a cabin here and then 5 miles away you got another one. So things like that happen. In that kind of an area, you might run into some of these creatures, or you might run into them inside of the city limits. Not a big city, but a smaller city, or your local HOA. Anyway, yeah, they get out and they're riding around and they start. Let's see, what was it he said? They started riding their snowmobiles about 9 o'clock in the morning. They got up and had breakfast and went out, took some snacks with them, and took a case of beer. They made a few stops during the day, just joking around, having a good time, and acting up, 20 something, early 30s, just getting around your buds, having a great time. They went back to the cabin that evening, said they were back at the cabin before it got dark. So around 4 o'clock, 4:30, they were at the cabin. They somebody said, let's cook out on the grill that was on the back porch, which is covered, and they fixed food on the grill and went back in the cabin, ate their dinners, drank a few more, having a good time, playing cards, whatever they were doing. Didn't have any television. The cabin has electric and water. It didn't have any TV service except maybe satellite. I think they said they watched the news on Saturday morning. But they had a real good time going. And around 3 o'clock in the morning, they heard something banging on the wall at the living room. Now, not on the wall on the porch, but on the side of the home. And it was out near where they had their snowmobiles. So this woke the whole house up. All of them got up. They all threw on something to go run outside. And when they got outside, they couldn't find anyone. They thought someone was playing around. They started walking around the house, and when they walked around the side where the snowmobiles was at, they saw some footprints in the snow. And once they saw the footprints, the thing of it was, this is fairly deep snow for snowmobiles to be rode on. And they saw the footprints. They had flashlights. They started shining around, seeing if there was anyone there. And one of the snowmobiles had been turned up on the side. I guess when this creature went to run off, it either tripped across it and flipped it up on the side. And if anybody's rode a snowmobile or a four-wheeler or side-by-side all-terrain vehicles, you know and understand how much it is, what it takes to flip one of these machines over. And at that point, they all kind of went over and flipped it back over, went back in the cabin, and nothing else happened that night. Saturday, they did the same thing they did on Friday. Of course, they had alcohol. Of course, they had breakfast, went out riding again, and the same thing happened Saturday night. Something came up and started banging on the wall, and it was not at what you would expect for a 6'5" or 6'3" tall guy would be able to bang on the wall. It was well up the wall. It sounded like it was banging on the second floor, where the floor was for the second floor inside of the cabin, which is 10 feet up. And then you got to add 3 foot for the foundation, so 13 foot. Regular person can't reach that high unless they get a ladder. And the footprints they found outside on Friday night was a single creature. And then on Saturday night, they found 3 sets of footprints because 3 different walls at one time were banged on. So, I guess the moral of this encounter is watch what you do when you're out in Bigfoot woods, whether you know they're there or not. You never know what can happen. So, Icebox, you got anything you want to ask or comment, or you have?
Well, I'm sitting here trying. How deep was the snow? We'll do it like we normally do.
They said it was almost waist deep in the
Oh.
non-compacted areas.
Okay, so it do you say 8 feet deep?
Waist deep,
Waist.
over 3 foot, about 3 foot, three
Okay.
3.5 foot.
All right, so if you're looking at a 8-foot creature, how far will the knees come up?
Knees probably around 2.5 3 foot range.
All right, so I understand that it being say 3 foot deep, and when you bring your foot out, you're going to distort the footprint itself simply by kicking the snow in. Did they see anything of what looked like the knee going forward in the snow?
In the snow, the thing of it is the area around the cabin. It's a rental cabin, and other people had been there, and it was compacted. All they saw were the footprints. There wasn't no deep snow around the cabin itself, because that's where everybody parked their snowmobiles or all-terrain vehicles.
So the footprints, they could make them out then.
Oh yeah, they could. 5-toed, 18, maybe 20 inches in length. On Friday night, and then on Saturday night said they were there was 3 different areas. Now on the back side of the cabin where this creature was standing, yes, there was deep snow, and on the other side of the cabin where the creature may have been standing, there was deep snow also, and it looked like post holes, but post holes the bigger than my head size from their calves, and they could see like they really got in depth looking at these where this creature had stepped and stood, and it looked like the edge of the snow. One of the guys is not a humane officer, but a Department of Natural Resources officer. And it looked like, he said, it looked like hair was poking into the snow, like there was hair and it had snow and ice in the hair.
The loose hair.
Right.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Is there any detail that you left out or is coming up?
No, that's everything that I got. That's all the pertinent information that I have.
So why would let's go off the assumption that the first one was a alpha male, And
Mm-hmm.
let's go off the assumption that the next night with three could have been the alpha male, the female, and a juvenile. Let's just go off that assumption. Why would he bring all three back, or bring the other two?
Well, the assumption that there was a female there and that there was a juvenile there are completely dismissed because of the size of the footprints and the deepness of
Okay.
the snow. There was no, male parts or female parts in the sides of the home where there was deep snow.
Hmm.
Um, and they said that it appeared that these footprints ranged, could have been 16 to 20 inches in size, all of them. So
Hmm.
that designates full grown males. Um, something that's 8, 9 foot tall, 10 foot tall, is not going to be a female. Most females are 6, 7, maybe 8 foot.
Well, now,
Juveniles are not going to be that size.
yeah, and I also understand that in snow sometimes the footprint can be bigger than what
Right.
it actually is. What state you say this happened in?
This was Minnesota.
Minnesota. Minnesota. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. Without further evidence of, did they say if it yelled at them or did they see anything? Does this cabin happen to have windows?
Um, the cabin has windows in it, but they were very mindful not to be around where they could be seen. Uh, there's only a light on the front. There's two lights on the front porch, which they leave on. And there was a light on the back of the house of the cabin, but it had been smashed and it
Hmm.
was approximately 10 foot in the air. They don't know if somebody just took a limb and smacked it or if one of these creatures had destroyed it before they got there. But that was, that's kind of a typical reaction that Bigfoot will do. They'll throw limbs or rocks at a light, try to knock it out.
Hmm.
Um, and that's what they were. They based their assumption that it was Bigfoot. They assumed it because they didn't see, based upon the footprints and being these home was being smacked upon, 12, 13 foot high.
Hmm.
So they had that, you know, they based it upon those two contributing factors to where they came to with this.
Now, do they believe in Bigfoot? Are they familiar with Bigfoot?
The only one, strangely enough, in the whole group, there was 5 guys. The only guy that knows anything about Bigfoot is the DNR officer.
Okay. So, but did he tell them that this is a Bigfoot activity that turned over
No,
the snowmobile?
when he saw the footprints, he knew immediately. I spoke with him shortly on the phone, because he really doesn't want to. He doesn't want his name out there. He doesn't want, what county he works in or what part of the state, because if this got out, it would probably ruin his career.
Understandable.
Um, but he did speak to me about the footprints and about the hair, and he said clearly this was Bigfoot footprints because he could see a metatarsal break
Hmm.
in some of the footprints, and the way that the footprints were made and the way that the cabin was being smacked. He said there's nothing else out there that could have done it. It didn't sound like they had claws or, you know, some of the other cryptids are out there. He said this was clearly, to him, what he's heard over the years. This was Bigfoot doing this.
The reason I asked that kind of question is because they got up Saturday morning, ate breakfast, and went about doing the same thing. Now, I'm taking it
Hmm.
as what caused the attraction? Is it because of all the alcohol being drank and the urination that was going on? Let them.
Well,
Okay.
typically, you know, Bigfoot clans, they typically, the alpha male in the group will go out and mark their territory, meaning he'll go out and consume large amounts of water and urinate on the ground, on trees, rocks, whatever he wishes to mark. It gives other Bigfoot, lets them know that, hey, we own this, we live here, don't mess with us. And when we as humans, as you know, going out to have a good weekend on snowmobiles, ATVs, going out and drinking alcohol. Alcohol is a substance that a lot of Bigfoots shy away from. There are some Bigfoot that are known, like in Ohio, of going up and eating uh, mash from grain alcohol and those things. I've dealt with that a couple of times in Ohio and here in West Virginia and in the mountains of North Carolina and the mountains of Kentucky, Tennessee. That's happened a few times. I've gotten many reports on that. But when they get out, they get drunk after one or two or maybe three handfuls of mash.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of shy away from that because it lessens their ability to survive. Uh, Simply because they get drunk, they get stupid like we do.
Mm-hmm.
You do stupid stuff when you drink alcohol. I've done that, been there,
Mm-hmm.
and so they tend to shy away from it. And when they smell it in your urine, they it seems to upset them.
All right. So you're telling me that Bigfoot likes to urinate his territory. Is that not an animalistic trait?
Man used to do that.
Hmm.
We do
Dogs did.
that today. Yeah, we used to do it. Man's used to do it. Animals have done it for years. And I mean, I don't mark. It's just a male dominance thing, and I know it. And
Mm.
so you've always heard the old saying, don't go pee on
Mm-hmm.
somebody else's property."
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, it's a male dominance thing.
Mm-hmm. It's animalistic. Put one up for me. All right, guys. Uh, now you see why what happens on some of the conversations that Old Bear
Hmm.
has, and I don't ask him questions that are just out of the blue. I ask questions that are
Hmm.
specific to get more detail out of him, and I've always enjoyed it. Always enjoyed it. So hopefully I'll let Bear take care of that part if he wants to. But now you just experienced what me and him do sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah. He picks my brain.
Hmm.
Sometimes I feel like I lose part of my brain cells.
You gotta ask. There's no stupid question. You gotta ask.
No, you're right. If you don't ask us, when we come on, or whenever I put videos out on my channel, or Icebox, he does a lot of interviews on his channel. He has to ask questions because he wants to know. And that's the same for everybody that comes to my channel and watches the video. We expect you to ask questions, pull all the information out of us that you can. And that's the one thing that I enjoy the most is sharing information with people,
Yeah,
hopefully
trying to
to
help.
try to help them out and keep them safe. And somebody asked about the camp out again, and
That's right.
go ahead, Icebox, you tell
Yeah, that's Scott and Allison. We met him. I can't remember when. I know we hadn't seen him in the last two, but yeah,
them.
Scott, y'all
April.
are more. Y'all are more than welcome to come back. Hey, I thoroughly enjoyed them folks being there myself.
Oh yes, me
They
too.
were great. And Scott was so good. Actually, he was better cook than I was. So yeah, you need to show up again, Scott.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. He was a great cook. I enjoyed watching him. But yeah, we're having the first one we're having, Scott, is in May 21st through the 24th. You know where it's at. It's pretty much the same thing. And yes, sir, you sure can bring him if you want to. Uh, let's see. The second one that we know for sure, we're not sure if we're going to do any others, but we're doing a second one in October. But we'd love to have you in May, and I would love for Bear to tell you. Ohio Grassman lives north of me near Lake Erie. I'm gonna tell you this much, Ohio Grassman. I haven't met you. Glad to meet you though. Glad you come to see us, and hope you come back. Be honest with you. If I ever can catch Bill and Steve on another chat, I'll find out more about you, or we can get together. Come on to the camp. We'd love to meet you.
Yep.
By the way,
come on down.
I'm gonna say this: we don't like for folks to be drinking while activity is going on. Simple reason: if something does happen, we want all the wits about you that you can have. Now, after all
Mm-hmm.
the activities is done and we're kind of winding down, you want to have a beer or two or have you a drink. We're not your parents, man. Y'all are all adults. Let's put it that way. And if anybody, and I'm not accusing anybody or I'm not caring actually, but if you do happen to do that weed stuff, that's fine. Go out in the woods, please. Me and Bear, our truck drivers, we extreme caution about having that in our system because if it gets found in our system, it's immediate fire. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if you're going to do something like that, please go out and go get downwind of at least me and Bear. We just don't
Please.
want to take it. Yeah, we just don't want to take that chance. Like I said, we're not your folks. We're not. No, you're adults. You can do what you want to do, but we do want you to be safe. So that's why we ask if you're going to drink after. We don't care at all, but just do it where it's safe. That's all. We don't want nobody
Right.
getting hurt. That's all. Yeah, you're right. There's not enough time to drink during the day. It's usually the activities, between cooking and eating and getting set up for whatever we're going to do at night. And by the time you get back, about all everybody wants to do is sit around a campfire and enjoy the company and conversation. I mean, if you want to have a beer at that time, you go right ahead.
You're more than welcome. Yeah.
You're more than welcome to. I don't drink personally. My wife don't drink personally, but we don't care. I mean, we're not that way. We just want you to be safe. That's it. Just be safe.
Yep.
All right. What else you got, Bear?
Well, I saw there was a comment somebody wanted to bring their son with them. We don't
Got 'em
care
started.
who you bring. So bring them on. Bring them with you. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yep. And I did see a question from my buddy Spencer. I know he was wanting to know, but I'm gonna explain it to him like this. Government, yeah, has their hand in Bigfoot. They know about Bigfoot while they're trying to control it. Think about it. There's many reasons why you would want to. If nothing else, money wise, it could be dangerous wise. If government come out and said Bigfoot was a real deal, then just think about all the young ones. People going crazy. Hey, let's go kill us a Bigfoot. Uh,
Yeah.
it could be detrimental money wise. It could be detrimental uh, out there in the woods themselves. People going crazy, going nuts, doing stupid things. So there's many reasons I can see the government keeping this under wraps. Let's put it that
Yep.
way. But anyway, that's just a few things. But I just wanted to answer that real quick. Let him know his question didn't go unanswered. Has there anybody? There's been a lot of dogman sighting in Crystal Creek in Ohio. Good, because we're nowhere near Crystal Creek. I want to see nothing like that.
Icebox don't.
I don't know. No. No, no, no. Y'all keep that dogman stuff somewhere else. Not around me. The myth, the legend. Now James did say they've seen Sasquatch around homeless encampments. I don't doubt that at all. Haven't heard of it, but I don't doubt it. I don't see any other questions that we need to address. Bear, I believe we are
Um,
caught up. All right, so we'll remind you
yep.
one more time. Uh, it is Dirt Road Bigfoot. I am Icebox. You're welcome to come to my channel anytime you want to. If you plan on coming, if that we don't already know about, email either Old Bear or myself. My email itself is dirtroadbigfoot@gmail.com. Don't worry if I don't answer you right away. I've got 2 emails, and that's one I just check every now and then. So it just lets me know. I will keep a check though. Old Bear, if you want to email Old Bear, let him give out his email if he wants to. But you can get in contact either way. We don't care. As a matter of fact, the one in October is going to be Old Bear's camp out.
Yep.
So it's pretty much he's actually he's over mine too. He just don't realize it. Whatever a bear says, that's what goes.
No.
Oh, by the way, evening to you, Kenneth. I haven't seen you before, so I wanted to make sure I said hi to you too. So good evening there. All right, I'm done. What do you got?
Well, I got my email. It's Old Bears, that's with an S, Den of Bigfoot, or Old Bears Den 2019@gmail.com. You can email me, let me know you're coming. You don't have to, you can just show up. As far as I care or Icebox cares, if you show up, hey, we're going to have a good time, period.
Yep. It's not a requirement.
No, it's not. If you want to let us know, that's fine. But Salt Fork State Park is off from I-77, and the exit is exit 47 on the northbound side and the southbound side of I-77. It is US 22. You do not want to go to Cambridge and try to get there. It's a little rougher. So if you're coming from the south, you got to go past 70. If you're coming from the north, you get to 70, you went too far south. Turn around and come back north. But we want as many people to come and have a good time, and that's what we want. We want to have a good time, and it is May 21st through May 24th. If you want to start showing up on the 21st, which is Thursday, show up after 9 a.m., preferably 10 a.m. The Mrs. Old Bear and I will do our level best. If I can get her out of the house early enough, and that means she has to get up early and feed me, because I'm grumpy when I wake up in the morning and don't have food. I hate to tell you all this. And now I'm getting funny looks made up.
Hey, Mrs. Old Bear, 5 o'clock in the morning. He's telling the truth.
One more thing. Icebox, bring an alarm clock that'll wake you up, because if you don't, when I have to knock on your door at 4:15 in the morning, I'm going to pound on your door this time. I'm not going to knock lightly.
I know it won't be Bigfoot.
Well, that's true, but, we're supposed to go out and have a ride on Friday morning or something like that, wasn't we?
It's possible. It's possible. I'm not going to give secrets away. But I will say this. If it happens, why do I need an alarm clock? You're up at 4:15. Knock on the door. Anna will wake me up. It's Old Bear. And I'll be over going, dang it. He's awake. Hope he's had coffee.
Yeah. Coffee or a Mountain Dew.
Yep, coffee or Mountain Dew. By the way, good evening to you, James Escobar. And we ought to have our little rear ends kicked. Sharon said something earlier, and we never said hi to her. Miss Sharon, glad to see you, sweetheart. Glad to see you. Yep. So, all right, Bear. So I am done.
I am too. So I appreciate it. I'm glad all of y'all came on tonight. Hope to see every one of you at the campout in May on the 21st.
Yep.
Just when you come, bring your happy, pretty faces, and just come over and say hi.
That's it.
We'll be friends. You're my friends now, we'll be closer friends before you leave.
Yep, Miss Sandpiper, how you doing, sweetheart? Yep. Thank y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed Bear's story. We get to hear a lot of them, and I love to hear them. So if you hear things over and over, that just adds more to your own computer up there. But I always enjoy them, so I hope y'all get to watch some more of his videos. He does a great job.
Yep.
So,
And I'm not kicking you backstage. You sit right there. I'm going to end the show with this. Everybody, we love you all. Y'all are friends and family, and you know, I'm a Christian minister, and I will say this to you: may God bless each and every one of you every day of your lives, and come and join us, and we'll have wonderful friendship, be made better through through God. And we thank you all for the time that you spend with us. It's been almost an hour and a half, and I'm gonna shut
really?
up now. Yeah, and y'all have a blessed night and be blessed every day. Thank you all for coming.
Yep.
We'll
Thank
see
y'all.
y'all later. Bye bye.
Bye. Remember, they see you in the woods too.